celebrate the achievements of our young people, the achievements of our community people.
Welcome to Indigenous Finance, a movement that prioritizes 7 cultural agreements in order to connect capital to community. The Mountain Plains Native CDFI Coalition, a network of 8 Native CDFIs serving Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota, and North Dakota, are redesigning capital systems to work for all of us. Culture is an Indigenous superpower. We have survived systemic attempts to silence and erase us, yet we are still here, still caring for our people, still stewarding our lands.
We bring light, I guess, to what we're doing and those differences that we're making. That makes us kind of like family, where we bring them in and they become a part of what we're doing, a part of the community.
To see the we as a way to walk and talk and live authentically. I have never seen it lived in the way I do with the coalition, ever.
Our Indigenous economic trade routes were never extractive. They never created harm. Co-creating finance with our Indigenous cultural ways, a new financial system emerges, one that holds space for all of us as relatives. Western financial systems support the individual gain of the few. In the Indigenous finance industry, we center our communities and the leaders who serve them.
When allies trust Native leaders, then you see things like the Morning Star Federal Credit Union. Then you see stuff like the Crow Innovation Center. That trust allows us to lead in a more confident way.
It's not about us of the individual, but it's a collective community. But it also includes future generations as well.
I love that I'm a 5th generation, and hopefully that I'll pass it on to my kids to be a 6th generation.
The Mountain Plains Coalition has invested over 11,000 hours of peer-to-peer support in 88 next-generation finance leaders, which has created over 4,173 opportunities for professional development. Indigenous finance is modeling a new level of community investment. Indigenous leadership drives finance innovation. Today, 72% of Native CDFI leadership roles are held by women, shaping finance our communities recognize as their own.
Most of us are not a banker by background. We don't have MBAs. We have community first, and our values are aligned with that first. So the lens that we look at money through is unique.
Just really incredible to see what a group of really powerful women leaders can do when given the resources that they actually need.
It's crazy what happens when you have a leader who wants to grow and who is not okay with mediocrity, because then not only do they grow as a leader, but they grow their team around them. I know you have Lakota Vogel. She was the first person that I sat on the bus with, and that 40-minute bus ride to Rapid City, it was a seed of hope that was planted inside of me. And I'm really proud to be part of this coalition.
Native leaders are closest to harmful systems and thus are closest to innovating solutions. We are the change makers our communities need. Trust is at the heart of Indigenous finance. Relationships grounded in reciprocity and collaboration spark essential innovation and realign power appropriately.
That trust allows us to lead in a more confident way. It allows us to be more relaxed and more real in our focus and not so rushed. And so that we actually are able to make more meaningful change than change that fits into a box. So I think that trust is so important. It'll help us really make some impact in our community.
That trust extends beyond funders to borrowers and community partners. Listening, collaborating, and problem-solving together has increased Native access to capital. From 2019 to 2024, the Mountain Plains Coalition's annual deployment has grown 461%, from $4.6 million to more than $26.1 million, while defaults dropped from 7.15% to just 1.32%.
I think that's the Indigenous part of it, is that you listen and you respect and there's reciprocity.
We're thinking about generations ahead, not just earnings per share in that next quarter. I'm in this for the long haul. We just seem to be fueled by this passion for doing great things for our community first, and then figuring out the way to get it done second.
Trust is an essential prerequisite to increase access to capital that aligns with community. Indigenous finance is rooted in relationship, where partnership is built on reciprocity and shared power.
You can just see how much work goes into the relationships that you build, the knowledge that you have about your community. It takes intention and it takes time and it takes flexibility.
There's just something to be said about having your feet on the ground, working with community, and talking to them personally.
Money comes and goes. Like the issue is helping people understand their relationship with that money. Like it's the relationships we build, the rapport that we build in our communities.
You're not just a number to them, you're somebody.
Economies thrive when they are built on relationship and when investment is a partnership. Indigenous finance is fueled by existing community assets. From 2020 to 2024, the Mountain Plains Coalition members have delivered over 5,829 hours of technical assistance, helping Native entrepreneurs strengthen their skills and build confidence. That support has retained 466 jobs and created 296 new ones, significant numbers in low-populated tribal nations, where the collective client base is 2,778.
The CDFI Coalition has contributed tremendously just in protocol, policies, procedures, day-to-day decisions, leadership. The peer-to-peer learning gave us so many other resources and options, whereas before we were by ourselves trying to develop our own resources and options.
If you think of it in a cultural way, a herd of buffalo, they put their young ones in the middle of the herd when there's trouble, and those young ones are protected in there, and the sick ones, and even if they're having to run from danger, one that is wounded, the rest of them will surround that wounded one and keep it up and keep it running along with them. And that's kind of how we are, is that we work with each other. If one of us has problems, we're there to help them and keep them moving forward.
It's not about fixing people and individuals, it's about the systems change, about moving money from capitalistic sources and putting it into communities.
A strength-based approach fuels expertise to innovate finance on Indigenous terms. While current access to capital for Native markets is under-resourced, the solutions are abundant. The Mountain Plains Coalition has piloted 28 innovations and tested 64 adaptations, yielding 10 industry models to contribute to the field.
Native CDFIs are built by community members for community members. We've got dirty boots, we're in the ruts, we're in the trenches with the people we serve.
Pathways to Yes helps borrowers grow their loan readiness, removing barriers that are often misperceived as personal when they are actually systemic. The future of Indigenous finance is shared, collective, and deeply relational.
Investment in Indian country really works, and we're able to bring those investments into our communities and really grow. It's pretty awesome to see all the changes that are being made as a result of investments into Native CDFIs.
Colonial capitalism doesn't need to continue. By centering Indigenous values, finance can become a tool that supports family, community, and nation building. Join us. Let's fortify the Indigenous finance industry together.